Why would you say that?
That's the Zoom lady.
But I don't like her.
We don't like Zoom, but we're working with Zoom to create this episode.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do in this crazy life.
What you gotta do.
Crazy world.
Speaking of Zoom, you guys.
Oh, we're jumping right
Fastest
in.
transition of all time.
The fastest segue of all time. That's how we do it.
Let's dive in, boys.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Comics and Chronic. You already know who's here. The fastest man alive, Cody Cannon.
Oh my god.
And then, of course, you got Anthony Inacio and myself, Jacob H. And today we are talking DC's Flashpoint.
Not the movie that'll probably be mediocre at best that's coming out, but the
actual
comic,
book.
the graphic.
The actual
And
event.
the animated film is really not that bad.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that a bit too.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, the animated film.
Yeah, no, it's
ruled.
pretty.
Yeah.
They changed some things, but nothing I can like. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, like the problem with that movie on rewatch was maybe I just ignored it the first time, but some of the characters or most of the characters are just ugly.
Yeah, why are
Like-
they all
Yeah,
so
the
like
art.
really? Yeah, like top heavy and yet
And
gangly and
angular.
like they are
Yeah.
ugly.
Emily said they all look like Elon Musk.
That's pretty accurate.
Except for Wonder Woman was hot.
Of course. Wonder
Well,
Woman's
like the
always a
women, yeah,
slut.
but all the men, like especially Aquaman, like Aquaman does kind of look like
he
Elon
looks
Musk in that
weird.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, the art for the comic event
Oh, yeah.
was awesome.
Which is what we're talking about, and that art is great.
yeah.
Andy Kubert.
Who does the art again? There you go.
Yeah, I like his art.
Yeah, he does have good
Yeah.
art.
Really good. I'm a big fan.
Who wants to give the synopses?
I mean, I read it. I read most of it today. So, yeah. So in this is like an alternate timeline. Barry Allen wakes up and his mom's still alive, and Captain Cold is Citizen Cold, and they're like Batman's the only super member of the Justice League that's really around. Well, Cyborg. But Batman of the like a Justice League that we're familiar with. And it's not that bad. Just everything has been flipped topsy-turvy, and it's kind of like almost like gives some kind of whodunit vibes for a good chunk of it. Like you see Zoom, but for a while you're just like not sure what the fuck is going on, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But this world is like Aquaman. It's Emperor Aquaman versus Wonder Woman, and
Yeah.
they just fuck up the entire world.
They like literally sink
Yeah.
all of Europe for the most part.
All of Europe.
Yeah.
sunk.
Yeah. Somebody had to do it.
Oh my god. Cody, that was the most like America thing you've ever done in your life. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, well, in this alternate Cody,
Well, wait, I feel like
he's very
yeah,
pro
I feel like we're
American.
not. Yeah, so it's an alternate timeline, but things have been changed. Certain heroes are not the ones we all know. For instance, this timeline's Batman is not Bruce Wayne, but Thomas Wayne. And it was Bruce who
Yeah.
actually got
And
killed
Bruce
that
died.
day in the alleyway with his parents. And his father becomes Batman, but a brutal Batman who kills. And his mom snaps
guns.
at seeing her child die, and she becomes the Joker.
Yep.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah.
It's
Such a good
It is a great
Yeah,
twist.
I love that take on Batman. Like I love that Elseworlds, right? Like, and in the animated movie I'm remembering, but it's in the comics in some way with the tie-ins too. Like the scene where it's the origin of Batman, but it's the twisted version. So Joe Chill is gonna go to shoot them, but he shoots little Bruce Wayne, and then Thomas Wayne beats the shit out of Joe Chill, and like his mom takes the blood and puts it on her face, and it's like the smile of the Joker.
And then the Joker goes around, like Martha Wayne Joker goes around like kidnapping kids and like killing them.
Yes.
Very a la Prisoners with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And she, like at the beginning of this one, she had just kidnapped Densky.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the Flashpoint 5-issue thing. It doesn't include a lot of the stuff we'll talk about because there's so many tie-ins that like create like a bigger story.
When they originally came out, I read all the tie-ins.
Nice. Nice.
I didn't reread them for this time.
See,
I didn't reread them this time. I just read Flashpoint. But yeah, when they came out,
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is. There's like a Captain Cold one. There's a Gorilla one. There's a fucking Gorilla Grodd one. There's a Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
Doesn't Thomas Wayne get his own one too? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's a Thomas Wayne
for
one.
sure.
Wonder Woman one, Aquaman one, Green Lantern one, Hal Jordan one, Kid Flash. Like there's so many. Yeah.
I don't think I read Kid Flash. I think I read mostly the Batman one, the Gorilla Grodd one, Captain Cold one, and then I think maybe one more, but that was it.
Yeah, I'll say a lot of them are really good.
Yeah,
like
no,
some of them are just
good.
like, whatever. But a lot of them really expand the story. Like I was surprised. Like so, we get this background story of Aquaman and Wonder Woman. We know they were in love. We know that this something happened. It leads to war. Like how you said, Cody, it's like a whodunit. Some things like they don't explain right away. Like you're learning why Wonder Woman and Aquaman have this like huge beef. You're learning about why Thomas Wayne is Batman, why the world the way it is, and is the way it is. And I do like that about this comic. Like that's to me, like what draws me to the comic. It's like not only in Elseworlds, but I love seeing how they like got to that point.
Yeah. They completely changed the lore of the DC universe, but in a way that they expand on really well, that is really well delivered. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of major events can be really hit or miss. You know what I mean? I feel like big events for the major comic labels are often gambles.
Absolutely.
And they don't always hit, but this is one that hits really well.
Agreed.
Yeah. And in a way, like, well, no, it is the end of a DC era because right after this, it's the new 52.
Yeah.
Which they kind of use this to explain why it happens, but not really. You're just kind of like you see a little glimpse of them in one of the corners. Like you see like New 52, the Justice League Cody was talking about, like Superman, Batman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman.
I hated New 52 Superman's costume.
Oh yeah, I was not a fan of that either.
Fucking ugly, dude.
The high collar. I hate the high
first
collar.
Off, the collar in general, like. Yeah.
Like what's up with that?
The high collar, and then he had like his sleeve went all the way to like his hand. Like I don't know, I'm not
Superman, more like Pooper Man. You know what I'm saying? That was so stupid.
Hey, we're comedians, guys. We know what we're doing.
Oh. I loved the Flashpoint alternate Superman, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you could tell for this Ezra Miller movie, they're borrowing heavily from with the Supergirl. I know you don't give a shit, Cody.
Yeah.
The trailer shows it.
Yeah, I mean, if I thought they were capable, if I thought the film studio was capable of actually doing a good job capturing Flashpoint, I would honestly be pumped. But it's just like a lack of faith in the studio.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I just don't think it'll capture the magic.
Yeah, I think the elements that it will at least try, and I'm hoping if it could get this right, and then I'll be like, okay, like there's the parts of Flashpoint. We find out eventually what caused the Flashpoint was that Zoom, it was like a psychological warfare type thing. He made Barry, he basically convinced Barry, like the thing to do was to go back in time and stop Zoom himself from murdering Barry Allen's mother.
Yes.
And by doing so, it caused Flashpoint.
Yeah.
And he doesn't find that out till the end when he confronts Zoom. And that's what's like one of the coolest parts of this story. Like at the end of the day, yes, it's this big event, but really it's about like Barry Allen. Like, do I save my mom and let the world get fucked up or...
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Normally, I'm not crazy. Like, I don't care about like mind him as a supporting character, but I'm not like a Flash stan. You know what I mean? I like this. This story is probably the first story where I'm like really like invested in the Flash.
I've liked the Flash since I was a kid.
Yeah, I love.
I grew up on that shitty ass '90s Flash, who was eventually in the CW show. That guy. I grew up on that shitty ass movie.
I never
I saw it like early as a kid.
Yeah,
I remember.
I've never seen that one either.
Dude, it's. I mean, now it's probably like ass, but I remember liking it. I was like, oh, the Flash is so cool. So I fuck with the Flash. And his New 52 run was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I heard it was one of the
easy.
stronger. Was that Geoff Johns?
Yeah. And he was writing The Flash before that. He writes Flashpoint.
His run on the Flash is pretty solid.
Yeah, I would recommend it. But to your point, Cody, I think this is still a great story. Like, this is definitely, I'll be honest, this has to be one of the first Flash stories that I remember reading also. And like, because this came out in like, what, 2011? So,
Yeah.
like, you know, I wasn't reading.
Which is like right around when I got back into comics.
Exactly. So like the New 52, while it was not the best thing in the world, it's still.
And there were still some cool things.
Yeah.
It still put out some bangers. You got Court of Owls is completely from New 52.
Yeah, Court of Owls
was
ruled. Brian Azzarello's Wonder Woman was awesome.
Amazing stuff. Oh, the art for that is so cool.
The Wonder Woman run is sick.
The beginning of the Green Lantern run is pretty cool.
And I agree with that exact statement. The beginning of it kind of goes off into shitty. It drops off pretty hard, honestly. It's like someone pushed him off a cliff. But but it starts off amazing.
Grant Morrison does a really cool Action Comics run, and that's only for like maybe 18 issues, so it doesn't last very long, but that's great. There's a lot of good stuff in New 52, and like
I think I read New 52 Suicide Squad, which was like completely bonkers.
Ooh, that was pretty cool.
It was kind of cool.
Kind of crazy.
It was crazy, but it was kind of cool.
I like that one too.
Damn, maybe New 52 isn't nearly as shitty as we thought it was.
Yeah, I think people. Oh, Aquaman New 52 was really cool.
Aquaman New 52 was really cool.
Yep.
That was good. You're right. I had
and
all
actually Justice League New 52 built towards something really cool.
True.
The first volume's actually very cool.
I would say like the first half of New 52 was pretty solid overall, and then it also starts to dip after like a 3-4 year mark.
Right. So at the end of the day, it's like any other era in comics, like it has its good and bad. I think we all just
comics goes up and down.
We were shitting on it hard back in the day.
We were.
Myself included.
I was.
Until I actually read him. You know what I mean?
I never was a hater, but
I was a hater.
I honestly kind of liked it, if I'm being honest, because that was like when I got back into comics. So it was like my jumping off point for basically anything DC I was reading. Unless I was like backtracking and reading classic events like Long Halloween and Hush and stuff like that.
I think what bothered me initially about it was that it seemed almost like an ultimate universe of DC, because I was not a fan of Marvel Ultimate. Like I thought a lot of it was edgelord as fuck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, it was 2010. Times were different, you know.
No, I know. I mean, it was edgelord, but still, like not a lot of the Ultimate runs of Marvel shit appealed to me.
Oh no, the Ultimate Universe is basically I think everyone kind of universally is like it's a flop.
I like a lot.
I think there's people
a
out there
decent
that
amount
like
of good
it,
Ultimate Universe stuff too.
Like, what do you like in the Ultimates?
The Ultimates itself is great. Ultimate Spider-Man is one of the best Spider-Man runs you could read.
I didn't like seeing roided out Green Goblin. Like, no, it was so edgelord.
It was a different take for sure, but I still liked it as an alternate take. Fantastic Four was kind of cool. I never really read X-Men, but I know a lot of people hated it.
That's what I read.
And you
X-Men.
didn't like it, or you did like it?
Both. The art is actually really cool. But there's like some crazy shit. Like there's a scene where like Magneto references like, "Oh yes, I've tasted man flesh. It's disgusting." It's like, wait, you've eaten a human being before? It was just like it was so edgelord.
What is it? Always Sunny? What the fuck?
It was so edgelord. And I was like, dude, I don't want Magneto like being such a mutant supremacist that he eats humans. Like,
yeah, that's fucked.
No, it was so edgy. And then Ultimatum is like one of the worst things that's ever happened to comics.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like we should do that just because it's like the worst event ever.
I'm down.
Like seriously, the worst.
What was that?
It's so stupid.
Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are having an incestual relationship.
That's an X-Men even. They're having an incestuous relationship.
What the fuck? Like, that's so edgelord.
Jamie Lannister, Cersei Lannister vibes.
There's also like just everyone dies.
Yeah, everyone in a flood.
Everyone dies. Yeah, it's just insane. It's just like really not good.
I felt like Marvel writers were doing a lot of cocaine at that point.
Yeah, that was Marvel's
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not great.
Yeah.
And that's like being generous.
Yeah. But that's why I think it's hard to pull off a good alternate universe all the time. And Flashpoint does it really well.
It does.
Does it? Makes me really care about the Flash. Gives you a super dark version of Batman that like you still care about.
Yeah, Thomas Wayne. I love Thomas
He's
Wayne.
badass, and his costume is badass too.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. You know what? If I were to get I would get a Thomas Wayne figure.
Yeah, that's what
'cause
I've seen one before.
I like that
It's
costume.
cool. I want it.
Yeah, and he has the red eyes. That's just so badass.
And he has like the gun on his like leg and shit.
Yeah, because he uses guns. He doesn't give a
straight
fuck.
up,
Yeah,
like,
he
shoots.
dual
does do
wields.
it.
It's just, bah, 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 bah.
A bit of the Red Hood in him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the movie, okay, so at the end, Thomas Wayne stabs Zoom straight through the chest with a sword, but in the movie, he shoots him in the head.
Dude, he shoots him in the head. Yeah.
Both are pretty cool, but I like the shot in the head. I feel like it works better.
That shot
you know?
in the movie is
Yeah.
sick when you see
Yeah.
Thomas
Yeah.
Wayne Batman behind it through his hole in the head.
Oh,
it's like,
so
oh
Yeah,
That was
brutal
it was
shot.
brutal.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
It makes way more sense.
Yeah. I'm a huge like Reverse Flash fan and always have been.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really. This was the first thing I ever read with the
Ooh,
Reverse Flash.
nice.
Ooh.
I like Reverse Flash a lot.
Probably same for me too, Cody.
If I'm being honest, I think I like Flash villains way more than the Flash.
He has a
villains.
He has a
sick
sick
rogues
rogue
gallery.
gallery. Mirror Master, fucking
Yeah.
Captain Cold, Heat Wave,
Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla
Grodd.
Grodd. The Gorilla Grodd one shot. We got to talk about Grodd of War.
Grodd of War is sick.
Grodd of War.
Like literally Lord
Dude,
of War, but with
insane.
Gorilla Grodd.
Dude, yeah, the Nick Cage movie.
Yeah,
Is that what
exactly.
you're talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
It was
Dude, yeah.
literally that,
That's
but with
so funny.
Gorilla
I
Grodd.
didn't even think about that. That's so fucking hilarious.
And it's amazing.
accurate.
It works.
Yeah, dude.
And
it
it's
works
so fucking
well.
serious and brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I was never, like I said, never that into the Flash, but Gorilla Grodd has always been one of my favorite villains.
Yeah.
Just like one of the coolest, most original, and like a threat. You would expect a telepathic ape to be like almost comic, like MODOK level comic.
No,
Yeah.
he's much
And
more fearsome than
yeah,
Modok's
he-
bitch ass.
Yeah, Gorilla Grodd. Oh yeah, for sure. I would argue that Gorilla Grodd is in like definitely top 50, but I'd say top 30 supervillains of all
I like
time.
him
yeah.
a lot. He's a super genius telepathic gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough
Dude,
said.
dude, I wish I could be that.
He was also a lot of fun to play as in Injustice 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely
Yeah.
a fun character to play as.
I like Gorilla Grodd a lot. But in the one shot, the story is basically like he wants to die. Like he's done. He's like conquered all of Africa and he still gets no respect from anybody in the world. Like in the Flashpoint universe, that's a Gorilla Grodd and like you only get that brief glimpse of him, but you're like, fuck, like it's so I would read a whole series of Gorilla Grodd in that era. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like only a one shot. Other stories in the tie-ins get like 3 issues, but that was just one. I'm just like,
Gorilla Grodd.
we need more Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah.
Will it affect
So
the Pesci
cool.
score?
Oh, what's it called? Gorilla Grodd was kind of pulled off well in the CW show.
Weirdly, right? The CW show was not bad. It wasn't as like
The first
I would recommend
4
it.
seasons of The Flash, that's where I stopped after like 4
Yeah,
or
same.
5.
Exactly.
We're pretty
Exact
sweet,
same.
honestly. But then after
Yeah.
that, it got kind of whack.
If I'm being honest, I watched the first season of Arrow, and that's the only show I watched.
I've seen that
all
too.
the
I didn't really
CW
fuck with
shows.
Arrow, to be honest.
That was pretty
Yeah,
whack.
I'm not trying to
Yeah, it
watch
wasn't the
Arrow.
best. I was just gonna say the Flash TV show pulled off Zoom really well.
Yeah, I like him too.
The dude that plays Zoom in that show is great.
Yeah.
You think Ezra Miller will be a good Zoom?
Yes, I think he'll be a better Zoom than Barry.
I
I'm hoping.
I don't think he's not going to be the Zoom we all know and love, though.
No, of course not.
Well, I saw a McFarlane toy from the movie of his like Reverse Flash, and it just looks like it's like a dude. It looks like Venom, honestly. It's like a dude covered in like it's the other Ezra Miller covered in like weird black tar looking, and it's not like yellow and reverse flashy at all. I saw a McFarlane toy for it, and I was like, "Oh, that better not be what he actually looks like," because
that's a big stinky doo-doo.
He had the same color scheme as Batman. He was just black, and I was like, "Why is all right? Whatever." So we'll see. I know. I want the yellow suit. I want the Eobard Thawne like classic.
Eobard Thawne. What a name!
What I love that name. Who's from the future and who, as a villain, like. He's just a hater. He's just a pure like he is truly like I hate you, Flash.
This is how much of a hater he is. Like in the pre issues of Flashpoint, he's like going through time and fucking up Barry Allen's life in such a way that he becomes super depressed. Like Barry Allen makes a friend, that kid disappears into the time stream. Barry Allen does this. He just fucks it up in every way.
And the kitten's like dead or just missing.
Yeah. And then Eobard Thawne realizes that he's doing this because he realized that he can't directly kill Barry Allen, because if he kills Barry Allen, he can't become the Flash in the 25th century, Eobard Thawne. So he's that much of a hater. Like he does that shit. Like that's why he's like a great villain. You're like, fuck you, man.
Did you ever see that dubbed over thing from the animated Flashpoint? Where it's Zoom and he's like, you remember that time you kissed a girl in 6th grade and premature ejaculated? I was actually jerking you off at supersonic speed, Barry. That shit cracks me up whenever I see that clip. It was actually me jerking you off. He's such a hater, dude.
That's canon for me. That's canon for me.
Yeah. I don't think Eobard Thawne is beyond doing that.
Yeah, hell no. Like, think about this. In Flashpoint, the only reason Barry Allen has a suit is because Eobard Thawne tosses his ring in there just so he's so psychotic that and Thomas Wayne I think tells him this. He's like, he wants you to know it's him, obviously. You know, he can't just do something. Yeah. You got to know that Eobard Thawne is fucking with you, or else it's pointless to him.
Yeah.
Eobard, dude. So
I'm gonna name my son Eobard.
Eobard FH.
Yes. Excellent.
That's great. If you know what the initials stand for, it makes the name even better. Like if you said that full out.
Oh shit, dude! What if my son travels back through time and is like, "Sorry, father," and I'm like, I have to kill my own child.
Oh,
crazy,
dude. Me and Kaya would help you.
Oh shit, that would be insane. What an insane battle. My son from the future versus you, me, and Kaya. Oh my god!
And your son from the future has reverse flash powers, and you guys are just
we're just ourselves.
I'm rooting for him. I'm on his side.
Yeah. Anthony, we need you in the mix too.
No. I'm on his side.
Oh shit!
Oh no. Anthony's the Wonder Woman of this universe.
Dude, that was cool. Is her relationship with Aquaman?
Yep.
Yeah.
And dude, it makes perfect sense. Like when I remember reading it, I was like, yeah, why wouldn't Diana of Theramiskia and Arthur Curry of Atlantis ever combine and make this sick kingdom?
Try to.
Yeah.
And I know we always use this example, but it's like Game of Thrones style,
it is
right?
Game of Thrones. That's why it's cool.
And the tie-ins explore all that, and that could have just been the series. You get to see how they meet. Like Wonder Woman's going out to sea, and a kraken or something is about to eat her, and Aquaman saves her, and that's how she discovered. That's instead of meeting Steve Trevor, she meets Aquaman. Well, we meet Steve Trevor in Flashpoint, but he gets fucked up.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
But in there, so they decide to get married, and it's all there's actually a nice little conspiracy going on in the tie-ins where Orm, Aquaman's brother, aka Ocean Master, is having not really an affair, but a secret love thing with Wonder Woman's Hippolyta, so Wonder Woman's mom, so Wonder Woman's aunt. I don't remember her fucking name, but she's hooking up with Orm, and they're hatching a plan to get Like, it just launches. It's like Game of Thrones level shit. It's actually really cool,
That's
but like
sick.
you don't get really a peep of it in
Flashpoint.
the main Flashpoint
the main
storyline.
issues, yeah, you're right.
To the point where Wonder Woman's actually wearing the helm of Mera because she fucking decapitated
kills
Mera.
that bitch.
What?
Insane. Wonder Woman in this is a mad.
She's a monster in this.
Big Cersei Lannister vibes.
Yep.
She's a
I
monster.
like Wonder Woman like that. I don't know. That's
Oh yeah,
she's kind
I
of cool.
prefer my
That
Wonder
way.
Woman to be pretty brutal, honestly.
Yeah, I love a brutal Wonder Woman. I love it. I love it almost as like a dichotomy towards like Superman.
Exactly.
You know what I
Because
mean?
he's a Boy Scout. Why do we need another Boy Scout? Why do we need a Girl Scout? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Batman's like kind of in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I like Wonder Woman. Like when she, like her corruption is what makes it even more interesting. Like, you know, she wouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the characters in this like are so well written that like even though Wonder Woman is this monster that we've been ranting about, you care about her. You know what I mean? Like you care about all of these characters. You're almost rooting for her in a way that you're just like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I want to see how far they take it.
Dude,
you
and it's
know?
not even like Aquaman is completely innocent in this. He is the one
Hell
who
no.
like sunk Europe. Like
Yeah, exactly.
using his like Quake machine. Like
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's also brutal.
Aquaman committed genocide and Wonder Woman, and they say this in the tie-ins, but they don't really address it in the main Flashpoint storyline. Wonder Woman is fucking in England. She takes over England,
Yeah.
or she takes over just the UK in general, and she puts all the humans in concentration camps.
Oh god.
Yeah, like it's fucked up. Like so, like there's so much going on in the tie-ins that I really wonder why they don't address it more in the main story because I think it would have made it. I don't know. It's such a cool.
Well,
It's like
I don't know.
it's
How
like they
long-
brushed
what
it
we're
aside.
saying. What we're saying is, if you get Flashpoint, make sure you're getting the omnibus that collects everything.
Yeah, seriously, that's how
true.
I read all this.
I didn't read
I
that.
think
I
it's
read
worth it.
Flashpoint as just Flashpoint, and then I read because at the time I had the DC app on my phone, and then I read all
Right.
the tie-ins.
You're going to get a great story, is what I'm saying, from the 5 issues of the main story. Absolutely. But if the world is so interesting, and I'm sure you'd find it interesting just reading the 5 issues, that there's so much more to explore. And I love that. I love that the option is there.
I'd agree.
Like Cody said, not all events are good, but this one has some good shit in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
For sure. I don't think we should discuss casting necessarily because they're doing the movie. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah. For the movie, we know the movie's not going to be the same necessarily.
it's not going to be the same by any means.
No, I think.
Just things will be borrowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking a page out of Marvel's books and the way that Marvel likes to cherry pick items to do a half-assed movie instead of.
Yeah. A direct adaptation of this would be so cool. Like we're saying all these.
I mean, the animated one was nearly perfect.
yeah.
What if you
know?
just did
Yeah,
like
I would agree.
instead of a movie version of this, like an HBO series of this?
Mm,
Like a 6-part or 8-part miniseries.
Even if
That
it
would be
like
cool.
maybe if it's just one season. There's a lot going on in this book.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like just like an 8-episode,
Yeah,
one season
exactly.
event.
That'd be sick.
Because there's
Dude,
so much to do. Yeah. That would be so cool.
Dude, 'cause you still have like a whole espionage part of this world where
Right.
like
The
Yeah,
Resistance.
the resistance exactly is fighting Aquaman and Wonder Woman like while they're
Yep.
tearing up
Yeah.
the planet.
Oh, you also got Frankenstein and like the Creature Commandos, which is gonna be an animated series.
True. James Gunn did announce that.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe that'll be a Flashpoint. Might be a thing. Well, no, we are seeing Flashpoint. What am I saying? I'm high.
Dude,
We might see Flashpoint as a movie, guys.
I love that like Superman is like really skinny and pale.
Yes.
And fucking like
Yeah, like gaunt,
Yeah.
almost like he's scary in this in the way that you would be scared of a wild animal. You know what I
because
mean?
he's never seen like civilization. He's been trapped in
Or
this
like a
thing.
wounded wild animal, you know, you don't know how he's gonna react.
Well-
and he fucks people up with his heat vision.
It's
It
like-
fucks them
Yeah.
up.
You almost like the way they do this is perfect. Like that, he does feel alien. Like he's just like floating there,
Yes.
looking all skinny and like flying at you. Yeah, and you're just like, dude, like you don't know if he's on your side or what. He's
Right.
never seen the outside world before, so yeah, like it's pretty creepy.
He reminded me of Dark Knight Returns, the way Frank Miller does Superman after he stops the nuke. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Which they also do in Batman vs Superman. Or yes, Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
When he fights Doomsday, which always looked cool in the movie, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credit where credit's due. For sure.
Gotta give credit. Tip of the hat.
Tip of the hat to Zacky Snyder.
Yeah,
Top of the
Zacky
morning.
Snides.
That's bad.
Hey, Zacky Snides.
Snides. Hey, somebody get Zacky Snides on the phone.
I love that.
But Scott Snyder wrote the Superman tie-in.
Scotty
Scott
Snides.
Scotty Snides.
A lot of Snides.
Dude, I'm a big Scott Snyder fan.
Yeah. So I would recommend that
Court
tie-in.
of Owls. He's done a lot of solo stuff like American Vampire and stuff.
Yeah. Lots of good indie
That's-
stuff.
Yeah.
He's actually part of a new imprint. I think it's called Distillery. A lot of like DC writers like got together and created this indie imprint, and I don't know too much about it, but I know that if you're a creator for them, you're getting a huge cut of whatever characters you create. You own the rights, any money. Like if you made a Superman type character for this imprint and they got movie rights, you have the movie rights from jump. Like it's really creator positive, like creator based. Like I'm excited to check that out. And you know, if Scott Snyder's attached, it's cool. Like, you know, he's a good writer. It's quality stuff. James Tynion is part of it. We love James Tynion.
Dude, JT, Jimmy Tins.
Jimmy Tins. Hey, Jimmy Tins
Hey.
down in
Yeah. We're Scotty Snides and Jimmy Tins.
completely random, but I forgot what we were watching. Some random Sopranos mashup on YouTube. And there was a scene, and I don't know what season it's in, but they're all outside of the butcher shop and of the deli. And
I'll tell you what season.
yeah, and it's like the crane shot as the episode's ending. You see, what's his name, Furio. You see all the guys, and Paulie's out there. The sun's out. He has his thing for tanning, and
Is Pussy in it and the FBI agent?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, that's season.
it's a really cool shot.
That's season
I don't know.
2 because Pussy dies.
Right. Okay. And so at the very end of Sopranos, one of the last shots we see is Paulie sitting by himself with that thing, and it's such like a different vibe. It's like Emily pointed it out. I'm like, oh fuck, because when you think of Paulie by himself, it's so sad. But when you saw this shot, it's everybody. Like you're saying,
It's
it's
the whole
season
crew.
2. So like,
Yeah,
it was such a cool. I don't know. I just thought of that for no reason.
that is cool.
Nice. Nice.
Got to mention The Sopranos and listen to Soprano Summer. It's our summer-long event that we did talking about Sopranos.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's honestly one of the coolest things we've ever done.
Yeah. And since we're not casting, why don't we cast Sopranos in the Flashpoint universe?
Oh, shit. Alternate Sopranos? Okay.
Flashpoint Sopranos.
Okay. All right.
Tony,
John Hamm.
Thomas Wayne.
Aquaman.
Oh, wait, who did you guys say?
I said Tony Aquaman.
Who do you say, Jake?
Wait. Wait. Time out. I completely
Jake
misunderstood the assignment. Oh, so who are we likening from The Sopranos to the?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
who's
Okay.
playing
Yeah.
who? See, I
Oh,
was saying
nice.
Tony Thomas Wayne.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like that.
I was going to say Tony Aquaman and Carmela Wonder Woman.
I was gonna say Ralph Cifaretto as Eobard Thawne.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
He actually goes to ancient Rome.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Dude, fucking
Charmaine Bucco is Wonder Woman.
nice.
Artie Bucco's wife.
Artie Bucco's wife is so Artie Bucco is Aquaman.
No, Artie Bucco is Superman, like skinny, fucked up, weak Superman.
All right, Christopher. Who's Christopher in the Flashpoint universe? Is he the Flash?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think so. I'm trying to think who else is there. Gorilla Grodd. Who we casting as Gorilla Grodd? Big pussy.
Yeah, I immediately thought. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
I would say also.
I was thinking of Melfi as Martha Wayne Joker.
Ooh, okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
You're definitely not nerfing Mel Weaver.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, exactly.
She's at her exact power level she deserves.
So wait, who is Aquaman? Did we say?
I said Tony, but you guys said no.
Because we said Tony as Batman, right? Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
As Aquaman, maybe Furio?
Ooh, Furio and then Carmella as Wonder Woman makes sense.
Or Carmella as Mira.
Ooh.
Ooh, who cuts off
Carmella's
Carmella's
blonde.
head?
Charmaine is
Janice.
black. Or Janice could also be Janice. I don't know. I don't really even know for Janice.
Janice is so in the comic we get Element Woman. Remember Element Woman? Element Woman is like the female version of Metamorpho.
Oh yeah.
Like we see her in the Sandman, and so in this, I don't know if she's ever referenced again after that, but in this, like everyone just like, oh God, here's Element Woman. Like no one wants to be her friend, just like in the Sandman. Like in the Sandman, no one ever wants to hang out with her. Like she's really sad. And then in this one, she kind of gets her time to shine.
Dude, also
So that's Janice.
is this the movie or the comic? But like when Wonder Woman,
the movie doesn't have.
no, I know. When Wonder Woman kills the Shazam family,
It's the movie.
Oh, in the movie, it's super brutal, but in the comic, it's just like at the very end, there's a light. That's how we see Zoom is back. Like,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, you see her like stab Kid Billy Batson, like they're separated, and then he's like, "Oh, this is all your fault, Barry."
Yeah.
But in the movie, you see her like she fucking slits his throat.
Yeah,
and you see
dude.
him lying on the floor,
she fucks
like dead
up
lifeless
Shazam.
eyes. Oh,
Yeah, dude. The movie's
The movie's pretty sick.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, the movie's dope.
Well, because in the movie you also have that like resistance scene where it's like Lex Luthor, Black Manta, whatever other bunch of villains and heroes fighting Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
I don't even think Black Manta pops up in this, which is weird. Like you would think he'd be part of like Aquaman's crew, or he'd pop up somewhere.
Or the Resistance.
Or the Resistance.
Maybe
yeah.
Aquaman just murked him.
Oh, Lex Luthor doesn't pop up in the comics, but no, he does. In the Superman comics. So Superman like grew up as like a test subject in this underground facility that Wonder Woman's father was running.
Sam
Not
Lane.
Wonder Woman's father. I'm sorry, Lois Lane's
Sam
father.
Lane,
Yeah, Sam Lane.
General Lane.
And there's also Krypto down there. I think they mix his DNA with Krypto or Yeah, they mix it with like a dog, so they make their own Krypto or something. And Alexander Luthor is there with his son, you know, and he's like, Lex, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Like, and then you see that he's next to Krypto. And the next thing you know, Krypto is like getting pissed off. I forget what happens. Oh, Superman tells Krypto, like, fuck him up. And Alexander Luthor's like, wait. And he takes little kid Lex Luthor and throws him into harm's way so that he could run the fuck away.
Holy shit.
And so, you know, Kid Lex Luthor is dead, but it's so brutal in the comic, and it just kind of happens very fast. Like everything I explain happens in like almost like one panel.
Whoa.
But that's the only Lex Luthor appearance you get in the comic.
Krypto kills Kid Lex Luthor.
Yep, mauls him to death.
Oh my god, dude! Krypto. If Krypto is in fact as strong as Superman is, but like a dog version, dude, that's horrendous, brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Yeah,
It is terrifying.
I really hope he's in Superman Legacy.
Imagine Cujo, but with Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? Did you guys see that like Superman analogy movie that came out a while ago, like Brightside or something like that?
Oh,
Or
Brightburn. Yeah, I did
Brightburn.
watch that.
I did see it too.
Yeah, like imagine that kind of a movie, but with
Krypto.
with
Yeah.
Krypto.
That'd be brutal, dude.
Yeah,
That movie was pretty funny. I think I watched it on like an airplane. It cracked me up.
yeah. I think I watched it at an airport or like in like so the wee hours of the night. It feels like.
It wasn't a banger,
No,
but it was
it's
all
not a
right.
banger.
Yeah, super, just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like the premise.
Great
It
way
was
to
like,
put
what
it.
if Superman's a fucking murderous child? And it's like, all right,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah. Imagine the good son.
I was about to literally say The Good Son.
The good son.
Dude, I love that movie.
Yeah, dude. Imagine Kid Macaulay Culkin playing that Superman.
Ooh, dude.
That would have bumped it up.
Macaulay Culkin as Superboy Prime.
I'd rather see Kieran Culkin.
Oh yeah, that would actually be
Kieran Culkin as Eobard Thawne.
good.
Ooh, I honestly would fuck with that.
Right?
Yeah.
That I feel like that could work. He like Eobard Thawne can't be likable, but he'd make him a little bit likable.
Yeah,
Oh, I think Eobard Thawne is a very likable villain in this.
Like in the sense that like you feel empathy for him?
In the sense that like he's cool as
Yeah, he's just cool.
No, yeah.
I just
Like,
I love his costume. I love the way he looks. I just like
yeah.
He's also like really powerful. Like he can travel through time much easier than the Flash can.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And because of Flashpoint, he's like a paradox now, so he could do whatever the fuck he wants. He's like not part of time.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The comic just kind of ends with like Batman crying after Barry.
Well, no, because he reads the
letter.
letter that Bruce wrote.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, I'm alive in this universe. I love you." Blah
Yep.
blah. I forget. Does Martha Wayne die in the tie-ins or no? Did she get arrested?
She goes back to Arkham.
Arkham, yeah.
Because they have a moment together. Like she kind of comes to her senses for a
Yeah,
second.
she kind of has like a moment of sanity where
Yeah.
clarity.
yeah, clarity. That was cool, but then she's just like, fuck that shit. I'm crazy.
Thomas Wayne wants this universe to end. He's helping Flash end the universe. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, dude. It's a hardened man right there.
Dude, that man, that Thomas Wayne is a fascist for sure. You know? He's judge,
and
jury,
he owns
and
a casino.
executioner.
Yeah.
I like that this
Penguin
Thomas
works
Wayne.
for him.
Yeah, Penguin works for him as like the floor manager, pretty much the Don Rickles character in Casino, but it's the Penguin. Actually, ooh, damn, maybe Don Rickles back in the day would have made a good Penguin.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
No question about that.
Hell yeah.
That's a missed opportunity.
That would have been perfect.
I don't think we've had a bad penguin.
That's true.
It's true. Whoa.
We've been blessed with penguins.
Damn. We've been blessed with penguins.
We should call we should call this Flashpoint. We've been blessed with penguins.
That's such a great quote. I would just rock that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, just no context.
No
just,
context.
we've been blessed with penguins.
That's sick.
Band name, Blessed with Penguins.
Ooh, blessed with penguins.
That's a bad band.
This sounds like a band.
Cool shirt.
Cool shirt.
Bad band.
Yeah, that's fun.
That was what I was going for. Cool shirt, bad band name. That's a new segment we just came up with.
Ooh. That's a band name. Cool shirt. Band name.
Bad name.
Well, I think we've reached the nexus of both
The
Joe Pesci and our minds.
Yeah. The Joe Pesci paradox.
Yeah, the Joe Pesci paradox. I feel like Joe Pesci has traveled back through time to fuck with us.
Yeah. Oh, he would be a good Eobard Thawne.
Ooh.
Barry, you fuck!
You gotta let your mother die.
I did this to you so that it's all your fault.
Flash, you fucking prick, you. Joe Pesci can do anything.
6.
I give it a 6 also. Anthony's going to come in with a hater score. You already know.
The hater score? No. What? Have we any of us actually said a negative thing about Flashpoint? I don't think we could.
I think we went on tangents.
No, but that's what's cool. It's like that in comic form. It's like, what if Thomas Wayne was Batman? It was like so many what ifs in one, and it all it just fucking works. So yeah, of course, I'm giving it a 6. I recommend it. Go buy it. You could pick it up. It could be your first Flash story, like me and Cody.
Get the motherfucking omnibus.
Do that shit. Do that shit.
Oh, get the omnibus with the tie-ins.
If you have the extra scratch, the tie-ins are worth your time.
Right. And Flashpoints gets a 6.
Cue the music, motherfucker. It's a headbanger right there. Nice.
Dude, honestly, Eobard Thawne would be a great band name. Like for a metal band? Yeah, can you imagine that in the crazy font? Eobard Thawne.
That would be cool. The devil approves.
Of course the devil would approve. Eobard Thawne, he's my boy.
Get out of here,
That's
Satan.
canon, everybody. That's canon.
Satan always busting into the studio at the random moments.
How will you
Only
not?
when it's not random. We
Yeah,
summon him.
we
That's true. I like that we have HQ, Satan, Joe Pesci,
Rodney Barnes.
Rodney. Yeah.
Any of those guys could come in and wish anybody a happy birthday.
Yeah, you
give some
never
life
know when
advice.
these crazy guys are gonna just pop in.
There's Chronic Jarvis.
Chronic Jarvis.
Of course, how could we forget?
How can we forget Chronic Jarvis? Our roster's huge.
There's Coke dealer
Yeah.
Anthony.
Oh yeah, Coke dealer Anthony. We don't like. He's been
We
banned for
never
a
punished
while.
that episode.
No, Coke
no,
dealer
but Coke
Anthony
dealer
has a
Anthony
beard.
came out before we
Yeah.
did that
Oh, did he?
episode. Yeah. He's
Oh,
Coke
what
dealer
are
Anthony's
we
canon.
talking about? Never put. No, we put. Nah, what? Paddington 2? What? No, nothing.
Dude, the lost episode.
Lost episode. If you give us $500, you can listen to that episode.
dude, maybe we should do
On
that for Patreon. You're like, yo, if you pay $10, we'll release this really stupid episode.
Yeah, why
It's
not?
a really bad episode.
Yeah, you have to go in knowing we were like, this is bad. We don't want to put it out, but you're
This
listening
is
to.
us at our worst.
Yeah.
The only time we've ever been like, this is so bad, we should just
Burn it.
Oh.
It's like trapped, like, you know how like some studios have like films in vaults that'll never see the light of day. It's like that.
It's behind the Comics and Chronic vault.
Yes. The Comics and Chronic vault. Oh. Yeah, we have a whole lot of shit, man.
We do. That's the only episode we have in the vault, though. We don't have any other vault episodes. We
That's
don't keep
true.
our shit locked up like Superman in this comic.
Yeah, no, we share the wealth.
Yeah, we share because we care.
Ooh, there you go.
You guys should care about us by giving us money or
Liking and subscribing to our podcast, both on Spotify, anywhere you listen to us,
Anywhere. You
on our
already know.
on our social medias. You already know.
If by now you don't know, that whatever.
Yeah, it's like Biggie said: if you don't know, now you know.
yeah, eat ass, make love.
There we go.
The t-shirts are coming out.
Yeah, look at that. We're churning them out. That actually would be a good T-shirt. Though. Eat ass, make love. Yeah.
That's gonna be the first single from Eobard Thawne.
Oh, nice. Eat ass, make love. Fuck yeah.
All right, great
Guys,
place to end it. Let's
see you
stop
next
recording,
week.
guys.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.